Hello children, we are back here with our computer networks topologies class. We discussed what is topology in the last video. It's a design of your network or the physical layout of your LAN, PAN or WAN's design. Okay, now started with the first one, we called it as best topology, and we understood that a best topology is a kind of topology where systems are connected to each other with the help of a middle wire. We call it as backbone. We will have a better definition for it because a correct definition is not given in that PowerPoint presentation or the PDF file which we are referring with. But still, I have defined and kept one thing for you, which I'll be sending you soon as this video reaches you. Okay. Now we have to move on. The second type, which is the most common one in nature, that is called star topology. So the first topology is best topology, where the best topology designs always connect each other with the help of a middle wire. We call it as backbone, which has two terminals to be ended. And the drawback is once you have any problem with that middle wire, the backbone, then the entire system is failing, and adding a new node or adding a new system to it will be always difficult. So the number of system has to be fixed at the time of installation. Now let's watch what is there for the star topology. Now the speciality of star topology is that you have something like this. Look at this, a flower kind of a diagram. A star topology is a design where the computers which is in a LAN are connected to each other using a central connecting device called as hub. Now you understood why we learned hub before this. The hub, of course, or switch is given. What they have given is absolutely right. That means this is how normally many of the common LAN will be designed. A school or in a college, or to take it to the bank or a hospital, they would be always following star, because a centralized node or centralized, we call that node as a server, will be there, which will be connected to the hub, and in turn the hub will be connecting all other devices. So that's easy for the system administrator or the hardware administrator to detect the fault. The only disadvantage is that if the hub is having any issue, then the entire network fails. Understood? That means until it has been repaired, that particular network will be completely failed. But that applies to the other one also. So we shouldn't say that's a disadvantage. But of course, that is one disadvantage added as a point. So what is a star topology? It's a topology uses a separate cable for each workstation. Or as I told in the beginning, it's a topology design where the entire computers are connected to each other using a central connecting device called as hub. The same thing is designed or defined here also. Advantages, what is it? Now, the one which is coming is called mesh. So you don't have to say less expensive. You can say more easy to connect new machines than your best topology. Because mesh you don't know when you're talking about mesh. Only after understanding what is mesh you will say less expensive, because as and when the order increases, the expense will be always high. Mesh is having less expense than your star. So first point is easy to add new machines, or new machines will be addition of a new machine will be easy. Of course, easy to install was there in best also, easy to configure. If one link fails, the network can still function. Means if one machine inside that star topology fails, that will never affect the machine. I mean the functionality of the topology, it is still connecting. But as it is given here in the disadvantages, everything is depending upon the hub. If the central connecting device, if the hub is failed, then the entire topology fails. So we'll go for our best design over here, and then we'll come back to this place. Okay. Let's see whether I have definitely there will be some topology good design works. So we will just type here star topology diagrams, and here we are with the best diagrams we have. See, when they ask you to draw, you should be something like drawing something like this. You should not be drawing exactly as I always say with your not this, no, this one. Okay, what you see here. You don't have to draw a computer and all like that, but then a system with a rectangle or a square box and a hub, and we call it a server and the printer, something like this. That completes a diagram. Diagram is understanding the diagram and drawing the diagram is one question which they can ask you. So that is why I'm showing you other diagrams other than what has been given, as simple as that in our thing. Any number of any number of machines can be added. As you can see, all are called as workstation, but one should be called a server here because there will be a centralized hub connecting to one machine which will be serving as a server. What is a server? Don't forget that once which the computer which serves or which provides the data to all other computers and stores the data permanently for all other computers, and whenever the other computers are in use, this data will be distributed depending upon the requirement. That is how you should be talking about the server. So I hope star topology design is clear. So in many lands we specifically use this topology, star topology. BESS was also used earlier, but nowadays the common one is hub, because of hub means the star topology, because of that the specific nature, the characteristics called, as you can add as many years of machines you want, but you know the limitation depending upon the number of ports you have in this. It always differs. If you have 24, only 24 can be added to this hub. Then of course you can purchase another hub to add more machines. So that is not a big deal at all. So the LAN diagrams which you often see in any of your normal environment, it will be always based on your star topology. So that comes as your star topology. Now the ones after watching this and after wonderfully calculating the advantages and disadvantages, which is very easy, we will never go to ring because that is not specified in the syllabus. Specification in the syllabus go to mesh, but just have a look into ring. As you can see what is the specification. It forms like a ring, like this. If the first machine is connected to the second, second to the third, third to the fourth, fourth to the fifth, and finally this back to the first. So it is like a formation of a ring. It is why it's called a ring topology. Every computer is connected to the next computer like a ring, and each transmits the signal to one another. So the only problem is if machine number 1 wanted to convey some message to machine number 4, it should travel this clockwise direction itself from machine 1 to 2, then 2 to 3, and then 3 to 4. And of course the flow is always in one direction. That means only it will go in one direction only. It will never have omnidirectional or bidirectional. It is two ways of flow of data will never happen in a ring topology. So that is just for your information, because it is not there in the syllabus. I am not going to again explain on that basis. We move on to what you called as mesh. Look at the diagram. I'll show you the diagram in another way also. What is the specialty here? That each device, each computer is connected to every other computer in the network. So providing one-to-one communication. So there is no such hub or a central backbone like BESS, or in a ring from one to one like that. No, it's like, see, the first node having connection to all other nodes, second node having connection to all other nodes, third having connection to all. Easy to understand once you quite observe it in a better manner. So the best definition is given here, that is a separate cable is used to connect each device to every other device, or I will say every device in the network is interconnected to each other in the mesh topology. And what is the advantage? Now you should understand why this was introduced, because if you have this other topology called as what is a star, then why BESS was required? So sorry, why mesh was required? Mesh was required because we in a military area and all those things, when one-to-one communication has to happen, instead of the data being going to one server or to the entire machines, it would be nice if they communicate in one-to-one style. So there only we actually had this mesh topology. But nowadays it is used in many areas like office automation, in weather forecasting, in any other areas. Even this mesh has been used. So the first use in mesh happened actually where? Yes, of course, inside your military area. Yes. Now what is the advantages? Avoid traffic since each link can carry its own data and none are being shared. That means no optimal path and all is to be found here. Like you will say in router, no. So router is always in a LAN with a star topology. Here no such thing. One-to-one communication take place. So no such traffic problems or filtering of data because each link can carry its own data to the correct destination. If one link breaks, rest of the network is still functional. That is, if one node is not able to communicate with another node also, the other nodes are functioning. The other communication link is all set. So that is clear. Now, the third one. Easy to detect a problem in the network by discovering which device is having problems. It means since it is all connected and if one particular machine is not working, we know that the problem is with that machine itself. So it's easy to detect the problem in the network by discovering which device is having problem and examining the system as well as the link which is having. Now, what is the disadvantage? The first one you should say is the cost, the expense. Expense is much higher than the first two. That way you say. Then a lot of cable is required. Yes, you require, but then if now it's not a wired style of transmission, then wireless media is there. So that cannot be said as a disadvantage. But yes, here you can say, cause they have already told too many cables. That is one thing. A lot of cables, if you have a wired medium, if too many cables are there, complexity will arise. So best is expense. Second one is too much complex. If with a wired or wireless media, it will be complex because we need to find out which one is connected to each other. Okay, so that completes our first, second and third topology. Best, star and mesh. We have one more actually as per the syllabus, but we will see that later. Okay, so go through it once again, understand the process and then let me know whether you understood. If you are having any doubt regarding any areas, note it down and ask. If you want more explanation, expect that, you can ask that. I will be giving you a better idea. Now, before I wind up, I had to tell you, I have a definition because if I ask a definition, then you will say, you don't have a better definition, ma'am. See, best topology. As we told earlier, is a topology for LAN in which all the nodes are connected to a single cable, backbone. The cable to which the nodes are connected is called a backbone. The backbone is broken, the entire segment fails. This is the best definition you can say. Star topology, a topology for a local area network in which all nodes are individually connected to a central connection point called as hub or a switch. I told that. Then the other things. Star takes more cable than best and all. No need, that is enough. The extra added. Mesh. It's a type of network where all nodes cooperate to distribute data amongst each other. The other definition which we told is also correct. Best, you can think about mesh. A separate cable is used to connect each device, or each device is connected to every other device in the network, providing a straight communication path is also right. So, definitions are ready. Advantages and disadvantages you learn properly, and that way we can wind up our topology. So what is left? Tree, that we will see in the next video. Okay, thank you.